Hello, Professor. Our group will discuss the topic of empowering others in this presentation. Through the course materials of this week, we are aware that employee empowerment is a kind of management concept and practice to aims at empowering employees with greater autonomy and power at work, as well as the organization's trust and attention to employees to stimulate employees' self-responsibility, self-confidence, and innovation ability, to improve employees' work efficiency and satisfaction, and also to promote the sustainable development of the organization. At the heart of the employees' empowerment lies greater autonomy in the work. It shows in the freedom to arrange their work, to determine the work procedures, to adopt the work methods, and the power to make their own decisions. Here, empowering others is to encourage employees to take responsibility for their own actions, to inspire a sense of self-confidence, self-responsibility, and self-motivation. In this way, employees are able to better demonstrate their ability and influence to improve their self-efficiency, to increase their original motivation, and go beyond the core of the duty. In addition, employee empowerment also helps employees to increase their identification with the organization and help the leadership, which closely aligns personal goals with the organizational goals. Next, my teammate Ellie will go over some strategies in empowerment. Thank you.
So empowerment in a professional career involves fostering a sense of ownership, confidence, and autonomy. So some strategies to overcome, also to empower yourself and others in a professional setting include continuous learning, so investing in your education, skill development, attending workshops, also setting clear goals. So this means defining your career objectives and creating a roadmap to achieve them. And then also seeking feedback. So regularly asking for feedback from colleagues and supervisors, use it constructively to improve your performance and grow. So some ways to empower others is providing opportunities for growth. So this means creating pathways for career advancement, offering training programs, mentorship, and then also recognizing rewards and rewarding achievements. So acknowledging the individual and team accomplishments, this recognition boosts morale and motivates further effort. And then additionally, fostering a positive work environment, promote a culture of respect, collaboration, and open communication. So that way everyone feels valued and heard. So some practical examples include leadership development programs. So this involves implementing programs that identify and cultivate future leaders within your organization. And then transparent performance metrics, using clear and fair performance metrics to evaluate and reward employees. This makes sure that they understand how their contributions impact the organization. And then regular one-on-one meetings, so conducting these check-ins with the team members to discuss their progress, challenges, and career aspirations. So by implementing these strategies, you can create an environment that fosters empowerment, leading to increased job satisfaction, productivity, and overall organizational success.
So in 2012, after more than 3 decades producing massively successful movies like E.T., Jurassic Park, and Schindler's List, Kathleen Kennedy was handpicked by George Lucas to head Lucasfilm. And after the successes of The Force Awakens and The Mandalorian, she started being known for her leadership style, which emphasizes empowerment and inclusivity. Her methods of empowerment for her team included advocating for diversity in storytelling and in the workforce. She's been a real driving force behind the hiring of diverse talents and has made it a priority to include underrepresented voices in both the creative and executive roles. Kathleen Kennedy is also known for mentoring and fostering the growth of emerging talents. She's been involved in development of new voices in the Star Wars universe and has promoted members who show potential. And for instance, Jon Favreau, a relatively newcomer to the Star Wars franchise, he was given significant responsibilities with The Mandalorian which became a massive success. And in interviews, Jon Favreau has credited Kennedy with giving him the freedom to be able to explore new creative directions. He mentioned Kathleen was incredibly supportive. She trusted me to take risks and make the show my own. That kind of empowerment is rare and invaluable. And another significant change under Kennedy's leadership was the fact that Lucasfilm has embraced new technologies and innovative approaches to filmmaking, such as the use of stagecraft technology for virtual production on The Mandalorian. And this not only advanced the industry, but also empowered her team members by providing them with cutting-edge tools. And that encouraged them to innovate, and it's a real way to support them by giving them all they need in terms of comfort for innovative creation. And so this all just goes to show that Kennedy's leadership style really shows a focus and commitment to empowering her team through support for diversity, mentorship, and a willingness to invest in and support new ideas.
For our next example of how leaders can enhance organizational culture through empowerment and recognition, let's look at Jack Ma's leadership at Alibaba. Jack Ma, the co-founder of Alibaba, had an approach that centered on 6 key strategies. The first one is young talent empowerment. Ma was known for his philosophy of empowering young employees by entrusting them with significant responsibilities, believing in their adaptability and innovative thinking. Ma gave employees, especially the younger ones, significant autonomy in decision-making, and this trust empowered them to take ownership of their work and innovate. Second, Ma believed in embracing failures. He created a culture that embraced failure as a learning opportunity, sharing his own failures to encourage calculated risk-taking. Next, his continuous learning. He emphasized continuous learning, recognizing its importance in the fast-paced tech industry. Ma had rotational programs where he often rotated employees across different functions, empowering them to gain diverse experiences and broaden their skill sets. Ma also placed a very high value on emotional intelligence, recognizing the importance of emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills, not just having strong technical abilities. He encouraged and also encourages till date, understanding and management of emotions for effective leadership and teamwork. This holistic approach to recognition helps create a more balanced work environment. He also maintained a long-term perspective, making decisions with a 10 to 20-year outlook while at Alibaba. Rather than focusing solely on short-term profits, Ma emphasized building a sustainable business model that can withstand economic fluctuations and market challenges. For example, instead of having Alibaba as a single entity, he made it an interconnected business where he had multiple entities associated with it. Finally, Ma followed a vision-driven leadership. He excelled at communicating his vision through storytelling and analogies, making even complex ideas accessible to employees at all levels. This helped in aligning the entire organization with the company's goals. Thus, by following these strategies, Jack Ma was able to create a culture of innovation, resilience, and personal growth at Alibaba. By empowering employees and recognizing the importance of both the professional skills and emotional intelligence, Ma has fostered a dynamic and engaged organizational culture at Alibaba. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ralia and Ali and May, as well as Pradeep, for your examples on the effect of for the examples you shared about empowering and recognizing others. I would like to share about how empowering and recognizing others affects the employees. One of the major impact that has on employees is the psychological well-being. Psychological well-being is very important factor for an employee to perform well at their jobs. If an employee feels feels good about what they do, feels satisfied, basically they have job satisfaction, which actually turns out into better job engagement, as quoted by Park et al. And in their paper, which is put in the reference of this presentation. It's a very important factor for an organizational success, as it was also quoted in the previous examples, where Caitlin enlisted her subordinate for a major part, and that's he performed really well, and it was a major success, as you see that. So enlisting does not just result in the employee benefit. It also really makes the organization a success, because once an employee is recognized well enough, they feel valued by the organization. Once they have the value in the organization, they feel more to contribute to the organization. And as every one of us, basically our goal is to be happy, and authentic happiness, as quoted by UPenn, is a factor of PERMA, which is basically positive emotions, engagement, positive relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. So if as we work a lot, as we spend a whole lot of time at work, and majority of our life goes in office, if we are able to get these factors, like we have positive emotions at work, we are well engaged in the job that we perform, and we have job satisfaction with positive relationship with our coworkers as well as our managers, and we do meaningful work, and then it comes to accomplishment, with the sense of accomplishment, even though that may be small accomplishment or massive accomplishment that we did, and they are recognized. Recognition is very critical and crucial part for employee morale, and because of these factors, employees feel empowered, and once the employees are empowered and motivated, they have greater trust in leadership. Once they have greater trust in leadership, their minds are more open to ideas, and they become more creative and stronger. They have a stronger bottom line. So the examples of the industry, the film industry, by Caitlin and the business tycoon Jack Ma show this very well, as that empowering and recognizing the employees and others greatly benefits the leaders as well as the followers.
So then, to summarize kind of like the key points from this presentation, we figured that it's super important in a professional environment that management practice is vital to a leadership approach that enhances employee autonomy, drives innovation, and fosters sustainable growth within an organization. And then the examples of Kathleen Kennedy at Lucasfilm and Jack Ma at Alibaba have support for innovation and risk-taking, and Ma's focus on nurturing young talent and embracing failure highlight how empowerment can lead to organizational success. So empowering others is a key driver for both individual and organizational success. As future leaders, embracing empowerment strategies will enable you to build stronger teams, encourage innovation, and contribute to a positive organizational culture. And then the next few slides are our references. Thank you, everyone.